Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz, episode 36, or should I say week 36, the 36th week of lockdown of the coronavirus. I guess you could say it's a re-lockdown these days in California. The governor, Newsom, imposed another lockdown in addition to a curfew. Masks are mandatory everywhere. Only essential businesses open. And I think that's going through December 21st, I think. Which is not crazy. I mean, it seems like the coronavirus is spiking everywhere. Not just in California. Every single state is feeling it, and it's combination of flu season, combination of so many people just kind of not believing that the coronavirus is actually a thing, and so many other stuff. And it's just going to get worse because from what I've seen, a lot of airport terminals are packed with people. So a lot of people are taking trips and vacationing for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, which is coming up, which is actually today. Today is Thanksgiving. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Today is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hopefully you're not with family. Hopefully you're not with a bunch of people. And I remember hearing stories not stories, but like people planning on doing Thanksgiving outside. It's like I can't see like a group, like there's probably a small sliver of the population that's like okay with traveling and getting together with people, but still taking precautions. Like I would imagine most people who are going to be taking precautions and are worried about spreading this disease are not going to be doing anything. So this kind of like halfway middle ground kind of gray area of like trying to have your cake and eat it too. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. I myself have had a great week. I mean, I don't have any plans for Thanksgiving. I will probably just be drunk at home, maybe high. Maybe I'll see if I can get some edibles, watch movies, just relax. I'm not planning on doing anything on Thanksgiving. Not that I really ever do. Maybe I'll probably think of maybe get something to make myself a kind of a special meal, not turkey. Usually in the past, a lot of Thanksgivings, one of the things I would do, I would watch stand-up specials, specifically like Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. And this was back in like 2008 or so. And I would make myself barbecue ribs. Oh, so good. And just a big meal kind of around barbecue ribs. It was just so good. So I might do something similar to that this year. And Christmas is coming up as well. My roommates are already starting to decorate the house with Christmas decorations, which is nice. I'm not big on just this time of year, I tend to be pretty... I tend to fall into a depression a lot of times this time of year. So far, I'm doing okay. I haven't really hit that kind of feeling. But sometimes it just shows up. Sometimes I'll just wake up and it'll be like in my face, just feel like not even existing for a month or so. But so far, so good. Did just finish watching, or not recently, just recently, Your Mom's House Live 3, the third installment in their live uncensored episodes, which I still enjoy. It is kind of strange to be paying $10 to be absolutely disgusted. It's a funny, hilarious show. I think it was like 2 to 3 hours long, but it's like the comedy version of Faces of Death. And there are so many times, so many of the videos that they play where I'm like, I have to put my hand in front. I don't want to look. Like I want to look, like I want to experience it, but I can't force myself to do it. Because like there's things that I remember when I first watched Faces of Death in high school, we had a substitute in my digital arts class and one of the kids had a Faces of Death DVD. So while the substitute was playing solitaire around the corner on a computer, not giving a fuck about what we were doing, one of the students put on Faces of Death. So I got to see a lot of plane crashes. I got to see like prisoners of war get like tied between two jeeps and just torn in half. Got to see babies burned. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. I got to see suicide, people shooting themselves in the head. Faces of Death was a crazy DVD back in the day, of just the most horrific shit. And Your Mom's House has really picked up that torch and ran with it. You know, they definitely has more of a comedic slant to it, but a lot of those videos you just can't unsee. I mean, there are a lot of sexual videos. You get to see a lot of like, and also, poop involved stuff. Just very disgusting overall. But still, I'm happy to watch it. I'm happy to watch the Your Mom's House, one of my favorite podcasts to watch in general. I have yet to be disappointed with their live events that they've been doing online, their uncensored live events, including the Two Bears, One Cave one was a lot of fun as well. I don't know if they've done any other ones besides that, but if they did, I would probably watch it because they were fun. But yeah, the week has been pretty chill overall, leading up till today, which is Thanksgiving, which definitely celebrate all of the Native Americans that have died, been slaughtered, and their land stolen for you to eat an overrated bird. Like, Thanksgiving is kind of a ridiculous holiday. It's really kind of it's like a ridiculous holiday that's not even a religious. Like most ridiculous holidays that I'm like kind of over have to do with the Christian religion. But Thanksgiving doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with the Christian religion. It has to do with the reality of it is really it would be like Germans celebrating Auschwitz. If they had an Auschwitz day and just celebrating that was their Thanksgiving, like remembering the time that they executed millions of Jews. Yeah, but it is what it is. It's a cultural thing, and I try to celebrate in my own way of getting intoxicated and eating a good meal that I find to be a good meal. But yeah, I'm not, and I'm fine with not being around anybody because I'm not around anybody. It's very rare that I've spent Thanksgiving with people. Usually the only times I spend Thanksgiving with a family is if I have a girlfriend and I go to her family's Thanksgiving, which is extremely awkward, and I'm glad that I don't have to do it this year. The advantages of being single. I am still having insanely crazy dreams, not as often as I was, but like last night specifically. I record this on a Sunday, so this was a Saturday night. I woke up I woke up many times. I had many like just crazy dreams, and I don't remember the details of them, but they are dreams where it's like horrific things happen. Like I think one of them was I killed somebody in a Prius, not a Prius, Tesla, and then just like had the like was having the mental thoughts of like, what do I do? Do I run? Do I like just turn myself in? Then I had this other dream where I was in this like crazy house and my dog was there. My dog Izzy was there, and she had like one of her eyeballs popped out of her head. And there was another dog there that had just lost an eyeball. So now Izzy lost an eye. And I'm like thinking, it was like, well, she's not in pain right now. I can't take, for whatever reason in the dream, the setup for what was going on. Like I couldn't take her to a vet right away, like for some reason. So I'm like, maybe she can wait till tomorrow. And it's just like she had this bulging eye coming out of her head, and she was like running into it was so fucked up. It was so fucked up. And of course I wake up and I'm like, oh, it was fake. It wasn't real, and Izzy's sleeping by my feet. I'm like, okay, she's got both of her eyes in her head. And then there was another one where I was on this airplane flight, but it was like a convertible plane. It didn't have a roof on it. And it was flying way too close to the ground. And like, I remember being very Like I made friends with this guy who was sitting next to me, this older black dude. Which I don't know why I'm having, like, so many of my dreams have like these random older black dudes that I'm like friendly with. Not that I don't like, maybe it's reminding me of like old coworkers at Costco that I enjoyed working with. These there's a couple older black dudes there. But yeah, just like some random, just like we're sitting next to each other in this plane. We have a little small talk, we have a little bond or whatever, because things are crazy. And it's like a plane that has no roof, and instead of sitting in aisles, it's basically almost like a party bus type of a seating, where you have just big bench seats along the walls of the airplane. And I remember, like, I had like this bag with a laptop in it, and some like two like almost like grocery shopping tote bags that had my stuff in it, and they were just kind of sitting on the ground. And I remember being worried of like, what if they fly out? Because we are in a plane and we're flying, and the plane's doing crazy things. And then like we were flying at one point, and then like debris, like things would like fly, and then they would skip over like this invisible imaginary barrier that was like over us. And in my head, I think it was just like, I thought it was the airflow was just keeping things from coming into the airplane where the passengers were. Except for there was right before I woke up, something big and heavy. I can't remember what it was. Something big and heavy flew, and then like my right was the back of the plane, to my left was the front of the plane, and a group of people who were sitting to my right towards the back of the plane just got totally destroyed by whatever this heavy. It was like this metal object or whatever that was just flying in the air. I don't even know. I don't know. These are weird dreams. I didn't write them down when I first woke up, so I don't remember all the details of them. But every time I woke up this morning, it was like 3 separate times, I was like waking up from an alternate reality that I'm so glad I'm not a part of. And I don't know if it just it's like my subconscious making me feel better about the current reality, the real reality of like, oh, like there's massive unemployment. There's, the economy is going to be trashed. The government doesn't give a fuck about the government only cares about big business in this country, because the big businesses of this country got a huge bailout when this whole thing started. And if you're just a normal person, all you've gotten is $1,200 from the government. So I'm hoping that, like, once Biden gets in, they actually take care of this shit and actually take care of the human beings, the people, the actual Americans that live on a daily basis, that are some people trying to live on $1,200 a month. $1,200 back in March. Insanity. So maybe it's my subconscious just trying to give me like, oh, things could be way worse. I could be flying on a plane, and crazy shit could be happening. Or my dog's eyeball could be popping out, which, I don't, could happen. I don't know science and health and stuff. Get yourself 2 free books you can read with your ear holes with Audible through my link, inspireddisorder.com/audible. That's AUDIBLE. Get yourself 2 free books when you sign up. That's 1 month free of Audible service. You get a free credit every month after that if you choose to stay with the service. That means 1 book every month, plus Audible originals, guided wellness programs, news, and so much more. Sign up now through my link, inspireddisorder.com/audible, and get yourself 2 free books. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com, and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out!